name is Bailey Smith, and I transferred from Hopkinsville Community College to Murray State University, and I pursued a degree in agri-science technology with a communications emphasis. And I graduated in December of 2019, and I'm currently employed by H&R Agripower as a recruiter and marketing assistant.
Perfect. Why did you decide to transfer to Murray State University?
Decided that it was the right place for me. I really like the town of Murray. It's a really kind of a small town feel, but you still get that, everybody really loves that it's a college town. Everybody's really supportive of it. And then the Hutson School of Ag is like just so inclusive, and they are, there's just so much you can get involved in. I was only there for a year and a half, and I was just already involved in so much while I was there. So I was already familiar with it, and just it felt like the right fit.
Caitlin, can I break in for just a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever. All right, perfect. So let me just say that, Bailey, we were so pleased to have you as a student, and we're now very pleased to have you as an alumni out working in ag industry. And I know you're going to tell us a little bit more about that in just a minute, but I want to say, as Assistant Dean of the Hutson School of Agriculture, we're really proud of our transfer students. We're really proud of all of our students, but Caitlin here is now working with us as the director of our online programs, and she was a transfer student from a community college out of Illinois, and then you coming to us from Hopkinsville, and we have a lot of students that are really doing some amazing things. But what you said there just a second ago is kind of caught my ear, and I know that it's going to catch some other students' ears as they're hearing this testimonial. As much as we love Murray State, really the name of the game is to try to finish right and try to get into that career. And you said that you were only here for a year and a half, and so tell us about how you made that happen.
Well, determination. I've always been ready to, I love school. I wanted to have that experience. I'm glad I got to move away from home. I got to live in Murray, make friends, join clubs, do things like that. But I was also ready to just get my life going. I was always excited about having a career, having a job, just starting my life. So I was just determined to get in there and, do as much as I could in as little time as possible. And I actually had a really great advisor, Mr. Ryan Morrow. He helped me a lot in that. And so I was able to finish my bachelor's degree.
So obviously, Mr. Morrow was able to align most, if not all, of those classes that you had through Hopkinsville to count towards your degree, right?
Yes, he was extremely instrumental in helping me graduate early. He knew, all the right people to call and what classes I needed to take at what time. He was able to really work that out and schedule that out to really help me, achieve graduating early. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm so glad that I had that awesome advisor to help me. That's another thing about Murray State. Having a good advisor just really makes the difference. And I believe that there's a lot of good advisors in the Hutson School of Ag.
Sure thing. Well, we certainly appreciate that. I've almost asked you Caitlin's second question, so I'm gonna go ahead and just end up this second question with just a little bit more. Is there anything else that you got involved in while you were here during your time that you really enjoyed that you could talk about for just a minute?
I was actually in the Agriculture Engineering Technology Club, believe it or not. And I had a lot of fun in that. I kind of got voluntold to be in that club, but in the best way possible. I mean that in a good way. And I'm really glad I got involved with that. We had a lot of fun. I actually got to help with they have a fundraiser every spring where they service lawn equipment, like push mowers and lawn mowers, sharpen the blades, change the oil, do all that. And I was kind of telling all the boys what to do that day to keep them on track. But I got to help with that. I got to help out with it was a FFA competition, or maybe it's just hosted by Murray State. I actually can't remember. But I got to help with that through the AET club. and just kind of help them coordinate that day and help get students where they needed to go and coordinate the competitions. I helped make some of the tests. Just a lot of resume building skills, or just building skills that I can use in life. And then I also got to work for Caitlin as a student assistant for her, and that was really fun. We got to go to one of the community colleges actually and visit with them, and I thought that was really cool to see, because I hadn't been to many community colleges outside of the state of Kentucky, so that was nice to travel outside of the state of Kentucky and see that community college as well. So that was a few of the things.
How has the degree that you earned at Murray State and even the other opportunities that you were afforded here, how did those help you with your career?
So the degree side of things has helped me with my career because so currently I'm working as a marketing assistant and a recruiter. So I have to have like very strong communication skills to talk to a wide variety of people, because I recruit service technicians and I also recruit, like people with bachelor's degrees or high school students. It's just a wide range of people. So I feel like it helped push me to have those communication skills to talk to all of those different people. And I also have that background in agriculture. So the other two girls that are in my department don't have a background in agriculture. So because I do have a background in agriculture and a degree in agriculture, it just helps be able to talk to all those different people because I do have that background. It helps me relate to them. Yes, Dr. Schultz is just phenomenal at what she does. She has a lot of, just a lot of experience, a lot of stuff to teach us. She is, she's very driven and she wants to push us. She's very enthusiastic. So her classes helped me a lot. And also, bringing in those classes from the communications building, like the actual communications department on campus. I'm really thankful for those classes too.
To someone looking to transfer to Murray State University?
So mostly transfer students I know are either like me and they were not really ready to move off to university yet, or they were kind of nervous about university. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to, kind of go out of your comfort zone, make friends, move away from your hometown. It is, kind of nerve-wracking, and maybe it's something you've never done before. You've always lived at home, but those experiences are going to help you grow. So don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, join the clubs, make friends, have new experiences, do those internships that you're a little nervous about and don't think you can do, because you can do a lot more than you think. So don't be afraid to push yourself.
And I didn't mention earlier, but I was a transfer student as well. I was a transfer student way back when, and I always tell my students that the community college was the best 5 years of my life, and that's a true story. But most people it doesn't take 5 years, but I'm a little bit of a slow to get started there, and was doing what a lot of transfer students do. I was working full time and trying to take classes at the same time, and so I took as many as I could possibly take before I transferred into a university where, like you, I actually had to move to go to the university. Yep. So I wanted to save up as much money as I could and to take as many classes as I possibly could on that really good deal that the tuition is at the community college. And so I always, we love to have students come right out of high school to come to Murray State. That's great, but we also love for them to transfer from wherever and do what's best for them. And that's really the name of the game, of helping a student get from point A to point B, and whatever the best route to get them there is what we want to support. And so we hope and we believe with you that you had a good experience here. We hope that all of our transfer students that come in find themselves feeling at home very quickly, the way that you did here. I mean, it's a pretty short turnaround. You come in maybe at the most, 2.5 years, but with you 1.5 years to actually come in and feel at home and feel like the people here know you, and we do, and feel like the people here cared about your success. That's what we strive for, to try to make it feel like we are one big family here.
Definitely enjoyed my time at Murray State. I would also like to say, I didn't mention this, but the transfer process was honestly virtually seamless. Um, I know I've heard other horror stories from my friends who have transferred to other universities, and they had a lot of trouble with getting their credits to transfer and different things like that. But as far as my case goes, I did not have any problems transferring credits or, fitting in or getting anything. I didn't really have any problems. So that was a really big plus.